Hi, it's Marcel, the Wood Butcher. This video is going to be a little different than some of the other ones because I'm finally starting to get a bit of a following. Not spectacular yet, but hey, all things come in due time. But I have received some questions, through private messages on Facebook and some through email, mostly from people that, kind of already know me because I have not posted an email address and I, for everybody to contact me with, but I will be doing that very soon. Excuse me, I got it's warm in the shop tonight, and I got the doors closed so you don't hear the traffic going by. But anyway, what I wanted to do is answer a couple of the questions that I've received from some people. And the one, I actually do, write them down and pay attention to them, right? But one of the most amazing ones that I liked was somebody was asking me, how come I chose the name The Wood Butcher? Especially when you deal with woodworking or carpentry or plumbing or basically any trade or any craft. When you're called a butcher, that means you suck at what you do, right? Well, I kind of wanted to spin that and to get attention. So I related it to when you want the best cut of meat you can get. Who do you go to? Do you go to the refrigerated section of your local grocery store, whether it be, and I don't care if it's A&P, if it's ShopRite, if it's Stop and Shop, if it's Whole Foods, if it's Costco, if it's BJ's, if it's Sam's Club, if it's, Harry's little friggin' supermarket on the corner, who cares? Mary's garden stand, who cares? Who cares? But even when you go to those big grocery stores, there's always someone on hand so that you don't have to pick out of the bin of what they decided was good for you. You can talk to the butcher. Why do you talk to the butcher? Because you want the best cut of meat you can possibly get for your dollar. And let's face it, the butcher knows how to cut that meat, how to trim that meat, and how to present you with a finished product that is basically spectacular. You'll have to excuse me because I'm sitting a little low. I do not have a stand in my shop. I am sitting on a empty preen bucket, which is my burn bucket for cutoffs and stuff like that, with a piece of plywood on it, with my chin basically sitting on one of my work tables. So bear with me. Like I said, I don't have a big budget. I don't have any sponsors. I receive no income. But anyway, that's the reason I chose the name The Wood Butcher, because when you want quality meat, who do you go to? You go to the butcher. Why? Because he knows how to cut it, he knows how to trim it, he knows how to wrap it and package it and make you an extremely happy camper. Well, I try my best to do the same thing with wood. I cut it right, I present it right, I dress it right, I trim it right, I package it right, and try to exceed the customer's expectations. So that's why I call myself the Wood Butcher. Okay? Another question was, when are you going to move out of your garage and go to a full-time shop? Well, to be honest with you, my garage is actually like 336 square feet. It's a little cluttered right now, but because I'm in the process over the summer. I mean, I live in central New Jersey, in Middletown, New Jersey, and we got pounded this past winter. I mean, if any of you follow me, you know that I have been flooded my shop a couple of times and stuff like that. But the goal is to, over the summer, is to clear out the garage and take away some of the other shelves that have to do with like garden equipment and auto parts and all that kind of bullshit, and just turn it into probably about 90% woodworking shop. I mean, I would be glad. Right now, my shop is disheveled. I mean, I get done what I have to get done, but a lot of times I have to move this from there to there to there to there to use this. If I want to use the table saw, I got to move that out the way. If I want to use the bandsaw, I got to move the router table, away from the bandsaw. The only thing that's completely open really is the drill press, the bench sander, and the compound miter saw. All the rest of it, it's finagling. I have 2 workbenches, none of them spectacular, but they work for me. They work for me, right? I am working on getting things a little bit more organized and a little bit cleaner, with a little bit of housekeeping. I admit, I am a shop slob. I have a terrible habit of piling stuff up on the workbench that I'm not using that particular part of the workbench at the time, and then turn around to it and say, holy crap, where did all of this stuff come from? I got to put it away before I can even start this. So I do. But I'm breaking that habit. I know I have a time limit. I'm only at 7 minutes because I know YouTube wants to cut my ass off at about 15 minutes, so I'm going to keep this below that. But, I mean, I have done a lot. I mean, a lot. I have bought a lot of tools. I have finagled, space and stuff like that to make things work the way I need them to work to produce what I love to produce. And if anyone out there wants any advice or any assistance, verbally, of course, I'm not coming out there and moving the shit myself, right? But I'd be more than happy, to answer any questions I can. Am I one of these, $1,000 per productions professionals in woodworking? Absolutely not. I'm the wood butcher. I'm me. I'm just starting out. But I'm not a douchebag and stupid either. I want to pass on to you what I have learned the hard way, and also the advice of more experienced people. Some of it I found great to take. Some of it I found to be bullshit. I want to weed it out for you so that you're not getting fertilized. You're learning. And that's my goal. Okay. The other question was, okay, why do you do so many birdhouses and bird feeders as opposed to furniture and stuff like this? Well, the reason being that I do that is for many, many, many years, I was an avid hunter. I did rifle season in Pennsylvania, shotgun season in Jersey and Pennsylvania, and bow season in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Michigan, Tennessee, Georgia. And just one day the last deer I harvested, I mean, and I went for black bear. I even did turkey and squirrel with a bow and arrow. I was pretty friggin' good with a bow. And the last deer I harvested, something just struck me where I just can't do this anymore. So then I started turning towards preserving animals and wildlife. And that's why I enjoyed that. Now, I enjoy making, other things too. Crosses, cookbook holders, candle holders, cutting boards, almost anything you can, anything that my mind can come up with. And no, I don't use plans from a book or from the internet and stuff like that. What I do is I get an idea, I look at the wood I have around, I grab a piece of graph paper, and I sketch it out. For the most part, when I start a new project, it's from scratch. From there, I make the templates. I have no idea where it's going. I wish I could tell you how many times mid-project it turned into from being a necklace holder to a candle pedestal or something like that. I don't know. The imagination goes crazy. And, as the imagination goes, but I don't forget any of it. And I write them all down. I take pictures of the prototypes, even though they may look like shit. Excuse me, at that particular stage. But they keep this old mind remembering what you were doing before you changed your mind to make this out of that, and then you changed your mind again to make that out of this, to bring it back to, oh my God, here's the finished product, and it looks nothing like anything that you started on. But anyway, that's it. I just wanted to share a little personal time with you. And again, this is Marcel, the Wood Butcher. Semper Fi, make some sawdust, protect your eyes, and protect your lungs. And hey, let your imagination run with you. Hit the button down below, subscribe. You just might be surprised at some of the stuff that I can pass on to you. Okay? Take care, my friends. Bye.